Well, hello and welcome to the show. Yeah, hey, Dan Kaufman here, and we have got a great show today. We're going to have our first guest today, so I'm very excited about that. Jen Forti from Bellagrams Telegrams, and a good friend of mine, is going to be on today. So super excited about that. We're going to get right to that soon, but let's do what we normally do, get the room kind of warmed up here and start with a video. I'm going to do something completely off the wall. This goes way back to cyclocross racing days. I used to cover video, make videos, and I would also then put, a lot of times I'd put a song, an original song. So this one's called Steam Power, and it was sponsored by Bob's Red Mill. And thank you again, Bob, for making this happen, because I have this video, and all the folks at Bob's Red Mill, which is a great place. And if you're needing grains, I'm sure they're going to be delivering grains and being here for the community right now, because that's just the kind of company they are and the kind of guy Bob is. So in fact, he gave his business to his employees. That's how awesome he is. Anyway, this is called Steam Power. It's from the Cross Crusades Single Speed World Championships and some, yeah, well, here we go. Just you watch and enjoy.
I'm a steam-powered engine of a two-wheel train. I got one speed fast and I don't mind pain. Said I'm a steam-powered engine of a two-wheel train. Go faster, move on, just get out of my way. Here's the dirt in your teeth and mud in your eyes. And mud in your eye. Don't ask me all about it, cause I don't know why. I'm a steam-powered hammer, but I still got the touch. I barely use brakes and I don't got a clutch. I'm a single-speed hero, yeah, heavy metal thunder. Here comes a wall that you can't go under. Here's the dirt in your teeth and mud in your eye. I can tell you all about it, but I won't say why.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm hearing it's a little choppy from my co-producer Arthur. He says the video, although it looks like it's working a little better now. There's some things that we don't have completely under our control, unfortunately, and how fast the internet or how choked up it is one of them. Sometimes the audio isn't so great either. So bear with us. You know, but we're so there's a cookie monster in my house. So anyway, We're going to get going with the main part of the show today, and that is Jen Forti. And Jen is all lined up and ready to come on the show. But first, we're going to show you what she does, which is Bellagram Telegrams, which is an amazing business. They send real live telegram folks to your house. They knock on the door. And they sing a song, well, not to your house. Well, they could be to your house, but most likely to your friend's house, to your grandma's or to your auntie's or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. And they'll sing a song, maybe an anniversary song to your sweetheart, whatever. Right now, they're not doing, of course, an in-person because we're all sheltering in place, right? So Jen will do, and her crew of awesome singers can do virtual telegrams that you can have custom built and sent to people anywhere in the world. And that's a service they provide all the time. We'll talk about that some more. Why don't we watch the Bellagram Telegram promotional video right now?
Excuse me, may I have a minute of your time? We are Bellagram Telegrams, the new old paradigm. We've been sent by a loved one who thinks you're the bomb, with a message in the form of a song. You've got voicemail.
All right, so here we are with Jen, and I'm going to turn her mic on. Hopefully we won't get too much echo here. I think actually I'll mute you just for a second. I'm going to ride the mute here. Jen, welcome so much, and thank you for joining us today. And you are working on a new song right now that is about 100 years old. Will you tell us a little bit about what you're doing and how this might fit into Bellagram Telegrams or what's going on right now?
Yeah, well, I learned the song, and as soon as this whole thing broke out a couple weeks ago, I wondered whether a song about a silver lining existed out there. So I did a little bit of research. It didn't take long to find the song that was written in 1919 by Jerome Kern and George Da Silva. I had never heard of those names. Anyway, it was written by them, but then it was produced a year later, so 1920, so exactly 100 years ago. And it's been covered by many people, including Bing Crosby and Chet Baker and Judy Garland. So I learned it, and I recently put out a little mashup PSA on my YouTube channel, just to lift spirits and, just as a way to say, hey guys, we're all in this together, hang in there. And so it's now a song that I've added to the repertoire because it could be good for many occasions, like when people are feeling down.
Oh, that's great.
A couple of I've learned this last week, so I've got a lot of time on my hands.
Don't we all? Well, are you willing to play it for us?
Yeah. I'd love to.
Okay, well, I'm going to make you be the main feed here, so I'm going to switch you over now.
I'm going to turn my volume down so that there's no feedback. And I'm just going to play like there's nobody watching me. Here we go. Look for the silver lining whene'er a cloud appears in the blue. Remember somewhere the sun is shining, and so the right thing to do is make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining and try to find the sunny side of life.
Wow, lovely. What a, yes, that, thank you.
Yeah. So any of the viewers out there are curious about the mashup / PSA that song got turned into, you can see it on the YouTube channel or the Bellagrams Facebook page. So Bellagram Telegrams or Bellagram Telegrams on.
Oh, can you repeat that? You cut out just for a second. The BellagramTelegrams.com.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I'd love to hear a little bit more about the Bellagram Telegrams and what you're doing right now because of C19. And it just seems to me like a perfect thing for people to do, to send a Bellagram to their mom, I think, or their kids or their sweethearts.
Yeah, there's a lot of canceled birthday parties out there that little kids are just, I actually had somebody inquire about, doing one for their kid's birthday because their party got canceled. So, and I've been working on the live angle mostly, but I've also been working on the virtual angle of this company. And now, because of all this, it is giving me an opportunity to work on the virtual Bellagrams more. So I've actually lowered my prices just so that, we're all struggling, and we're going to be struggling so I felt like I wanted to try to offer something and make it less, easier on the pocketbook. So virtual Telegrams are $40, and the live ones I've lowered as well. Probably not going to be doing many of those, but I have had a few requests. So I am keeping my social, I'm not going to go to a restaurant or anything, which I have in the past. But, if it's at somebody's doorstep and I can just knock and then stand back at 6 feet and sing them a song, I don't see why there would be any reason to worry about that. But the virtual ones are going to probably be more popular now. So a friend, a coworker, a neighbor, a sweetheart or ex-sweetheart. Now. It's been an interesting human social experiment in general, even before this whole thing happened. So, but now that we are on all our devices, and we need that connection, I believe music is more important than ever.
Yeah, well, I definitely have to agree with that, and we're not able to go and see live music like we used to be able to. And then, you and I know we're both musicians. All our gigs are out the window right now. So, but we still want to play. So, here we are, able to hear you right now today. And by the way, it sounded great. Oh, I'm muting you out a little bit because of I've got the anti-echo cancellation thing on to make the music better. I'm trying to run the controls here. I guess we're both going at the same time. Well, I'll leave it roll for a second because it's more natural.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been hard for musicians. What you say, we're kind of in that circle of Portland musician friends, and it's really been a bit devastating, wouldn't you say, for a lot of our friends?
It sounds like there are for us to apply to, so there seems to be some hope that we as gig workers will qualify now for some of this funding. So there's a lot of information out there regarding that.
Yeah, and I'd just put in a little plug for the Musicians Union. There's a local 99 here in Portland, and I can tell you that the international or the American Musicians Union worked hard to help make sure that gig workers, in particular, musicians in particular, were covered. But we won't get into too much of the weeds about all that. But yeah.
I wanted to share another good source out there for musicians to find out information is Music Portland. I believe it's musicportland.com or musicportland.org. They'll have information on how to be able to apply for these grants. I kind of just wanted to give them a plug too. So.
Definitely. Well, I know you have another song that you did recently that you've worked up that is another uplifting song. And thank you. You know, earlier I gave you a song, a Fox's song, and we won't name names. And yeah, it was a little bit too, maybe a little too sad right now to do that song. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this one, my friend requested well, he hired me to send a virtual bellagram to another friend for her birthday, and wanted me to learn this song, which was written in 1938. And so, again, a new song that I've added now to the repertoire, and one that's quite appropriate for the time now for people to be sending to each other if they're not going to be seeing them for a while. This could alleviate some of that sadness and angst around that, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I believe I'm being optimistic, and looking for the silver lining. Hence that first song. This next song, I haven't memorized it, so I'm looking at charts, and just with me. Here we go. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's bright and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
That is wonderful. Thank you. Yay. And then did I spell, okay, I put in the screen here, Forti Bellagram Tellegrams. Did I spell it right? No, I didn't. I'm going to fix that. Okay, I can fix that right now.
Oh.
Bella, right?
Yeah.
T-E.
And then one L.
Until. See, I'm such a great speller here. Okay, watch this. Watch how we're going to fix this magically. Boom! Fixed it.
Here, I'm also going to share with you a quick link. Hold on. In case any of the viewers out there, listeners, are interested in finding out more about the virtual bellagrams, I'm just going to send you a direct link to the virtual bellagrams and the info associated with them. So there's that. I don't know if you want to put that up on your page, Dan, or whatever, and then turn into like a picture and the link, hyperlink.
I will do that too. I will add that as well. And to, when we post this, all this video, of course, is going to go live later on. And it's been so great having you in the room today. We're actually getting really, I had to mute it. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying it's so great being on your show. This is so cool. Yeah, let's do it again. Huh? What?
Oops. Okay, like I said, I'm writing the mute. I'm going to mute you for a second here because it's interesting when you use the echo cancellation, the instruments sound weird. but then it doesn't work for what we're doing. So I'm probably going to have to, when I have guests, use the echo cancellation and just stick with the fact that the guitars will sound a little weird, and that's okay. You know, all of this stuff is available. You know, as musicians, we have this stuff available at much higher quality. The live stream is just giving you an idea of what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
So yeah, I'm really excited about this format. We could put more folks in there. You know, we could do
Like Brady Bunch style.
we can do Brady. Yes, they have a Brady Bunch version here. So yeah. And it's not like Zoom where you have a special meeting that only people with the link know about. I can post it to Facebook. I can post it to YouTube on my personal website.
So right now this is live.
This is live on Facebook and on YouTube.
But then you can post it later for people to watch.
Once it's done, the same video will just stay there on both YouTube and Facebook and on dankaufmanband.com, which is where I'm kind of pushing things towards. I don't know if you saw this earlier this week. Last week I got censored by Facebook for quote unquote fake news, and it really kind of made me realize that, you know, I'm playing in somebody else's sandbox, and, you know, principal could come down and kick me out, which did happen, you know, when I was a kid. I'm not a troublemaker or anything.
So now it's replaying itself in your adulthood.
Oh, golly, I got to do that. I need my producer here. Arthur, come help me.
What?
Here, come on in. We need another camera for this guy right here. Here's Arthur.
Hello.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hey. And you know, come here. Come back. Come back. We don't have to worry about social distancing. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, it's just been wonderful to have you here, and Jen, I would love to have you back. Yeah, and both of those songs were great. Your ukulele playing, awesome. All right. Well,
I'll be seeing you soon. Maybe on a Powell Butte bicycle trail.
With the proper social distancing, absolutely, yes. And well, I'm going to play our thing that we do a lot, which is we are all in this together, and we are all in this together. So thank you so much. Oh, let me see if I can do this right. And oops, here we go.